I need to record this stream. I was just thinking about it. I was listening to a Sister in Christ stream. Now this ain't like that. But this seems to me to be prophetic about who is doing witchcraft on maybe me. Maybe even someone else. I don't know. But I remember this stream. Okay, so in the dream, I was with family members and I was gonna stay the night at their house, right? Somehow it ended up I was gonna stay the night at their house. They were gonna drop me off at home first, and then ended up I was gonna stay the night. But I was like, we gotta drop this food off at my house first, right? And I went to go in there, and somebody had broken my house, right? And when I went in there, like the back door, I guess they had come in the back door, but I didn't know that yet. There was this person, and this person, look, this is exactly what this person looked like. Okay, this person was bigger than me and taller than me, right? And I thought this person was built like a man, right? But they look like a woman, but not a woman. You know what I mean? It was like they were trying to be a woman or pretending to be a woman, right? And but it felt like they were a man. And they they also had a nose like a witch, and this is what tripped me out. This, like, I'll tell you what I got from it after I'm done. Well, they charged at me, and all this sudden, it was okay. You know how those sumo wrestlers put their feet down and they like literally plant their feet down the way they do? Well, that's what I did, and all of a sudden, I started punching this person in the face. And like literally, I never moved. My feet were like rooted right there, right? And I started punching them in the face, and it was super hard punches, right? And then they like disappeared or something like that, right? And then I realized we're walking around. This ain't what my house looks like. I've never seen, like, this is not my house that we were in. Like, I'm in an apartment for one, and it don't have a back door. Now, I do know people with a back door, but this was not their place either. So, anyway, we're looking and I noticed they had to come in through the back door because the back door and the window was broke and the back door was open and stuff like that. I guess there's a window near the back door and the window is all broken, right? And so they came in through the back door. Okay. So that's all I remember of that dream. And when I woke up, I was thinking about it. I ended up going back to sleep, but I still remember the dream. But this is what I feel like this dream means. I could be wrong. It's either for me or someone else. That maybe, because I feel the attacks, and I don't know if it's witchcraft or spiritual warfare or both. You know what I mean? But I know the Lord fights for me, and I know the Lord protects me, even if we do go through some stuff or whatever. It's making us stronger, you know. But I sat there and thought, I was like, when the Lord tells us to fight back, that's why those punches were so hard and my feet were planted in this house. Okay, and I thought of my YouTube channel, and this is what come to mind for some reason, and I don't know why, but like my channel or whatever, like I am planted here or whatever, and maybe somebody subscribed to me and they have a profile pic as a woman, or they're pretending to be a woman but they're a man, and they're a witch. So, and but I fought back. Like when they charged at me, I fought back and won, right? And they're coming in, they broke in, you know what I mean? Like come in spiritually, illegally, spiritually, they can, they talk about people doing that stuff or whatever, right? And that's what I felt like the dream meant. Now, the other people in my dream, I have no idea why that was there. Just probably, my mind thinking about stuff or whatever. But yeah, this person had a nose like a witch, and I don't think their nose probably actually looks like that. I think that it was just show me that they were a witch, and the whole looking like a female, but I knew it was a male or whatever, like just a knowing of it. I think that maybe they're pretending to be a female on my channel, and I might be wrong about all this. This may be for someone else. I don't know, but I know I planted my feet, and I thought that was super weird when I woke up, because I was like, why did I position my feet like that, like a sumo wrestler or something, right? Like wide, and like I just planted them, and then I just started punching, and it was such hard punches, and like it took them out. Like I don't remember them getting knocked out or anything, but I know they disappeared, like they were gone, right? And I also thought, the Lord, when he tells you to fight back, and when he tells you to fight back, he backs you up. And he always backs you up, but there's certain things when you're aggressive that he'll let you learn, because he don't want us to be aggressive. He wants us to be bold and gentle. You know what I mean? But spiritually, like there's only like one time that I remember him ever telling me like back to sender. Majority of the time it's not like that. Like it feels wrong to say that, but I remember one time specifically. You know what I mean? And then there was like one time I was supposed to do like a position, like the arrow thing, because I think that people had sent arrows to me, and this was back in like 2019 or 2020, something like that, right? And but that's not something that I was called to do all the time, because we don't shoot arrows at people. We don't do stuff like that, and we don't stay in a spirit like that. You know what I mean? Like when the disciples said, call fire down on these people, he said, you don't know what spirit that is. You know what I mean? Not that Elijah was wrong on what he did. It's just that they were working from a different kind of spirit was trying to use that. Some people read the Bible and they have the wrong heart posture about it, and they don't realize it. They think if they do the exact same thing, that it doesn't matter what heart posture they're in, and it does matter what heart posture they're in. It matters where our heart is, because God knows man's heart. You know what I mean? Like some people might be prideful in the way that they handle things, but they think they know it all. And, then you can't be like that. Pride comes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. So we can't be like that. So, but when the God tells you to fight back spiritually or whatever, you fight back spiritually. Now that could mean prayer and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just asking the Lord. It may not be physically fighting, because I don't physically fight like that. I've never planted my feet, So, but anyway, yeah, when the Lord tells you to do something, he backs that up full force. You know what I mean? But you have to also make sure it's coming from the Lord and not a different spirit to attack people, because the enemy will come in sometimes and make us think, or make people think bad about children of God. Like have twisted thoughts about those people that could help them. You know what I mean? Something the Lord's taught them, they're sharing on a video, could help you, and it did. Some people write stuff off, and then the Lord sees all this, and we're not right about everything. Some people, you need to be really, really careful on stuff, thinking that you're right on everything or that you're teaching people. You might have some stuff from the Lord that's teaching people, but be humble about it, because you might learn from that exact same person and there might be stuff that they teach that you need. We just got to stay humble and walking in the Lord and showing love. You know what I mean? But this dream really got me, because I was like, why did I plant my feet? And then I sit there and was like analyzing the way this person looked. And I was like, is that somebody? And I don't know why it came to mind like that, but I was like, is it somebody subscribed to me pretending to be a girl and they're a guy and they're a witch? Because why did their nose look like that? It was like cartoon character nose for a witch, So, not the way normal people look, but that's what it looked like in this dream. So, yeah. And the other yeah, I guess I needed to drop this food off at this house. Like, if it was my YouTube channel and I'm coming here to feed you guys what the Lord has given me, that's food for our souls. So, I mean, I guess that could come into that. Now, if I get more about this and it's something completely different, but that's just what came to mind first. So, I thought I would share it. But yeah, there's spiritual attacks out there and they suck. I mean, I'm trying not to have, any kind of bad language or anything. But yeah, they don't feel good. And so yeah, just pray to the Lord that he handles it. Put it in his hands. You know what I mean? And then if he has you pray a specific way or against a specific thing and it comes to mind, do that. And you'll know if it's the Lord, because it's in love and truth. It's not for a person to be harmed, like praying that they get hurt or anything like that. He'll have you, he'll sometimes put specific words or specific things in your heart to pray against, so, and stuff like that, just pray about it and see what he shows you, confirms, all that stuff, Love you, family. Bye.